More to be done up here.
Hey guys, it's Titan coming at you with another game of Hades 2. We're here taking the jetpack to the mountain. We're on a time crunch, it's just a 9-minute one, that's the only thing we gotta worry about.
You've got a longer way to go, sure, but you're definitely faster. We're about to be.
I think we'll try a keyboard and mouse here for a while. Alright, so faster attack and stuff? Yeah, sure, why not? So the jetpack is both a shield and a route to punching. I don't know what I think is good with it, so, you know, we sort of leaned on the special in the past, but... Alright, so we've got Ares, who just showed up the other run, right? You know, he was waiting for us to impress him. You know, it sure is weak right now, but maybe this boon will kick it up a notch, right?
Lord Ares.
I recently returned from certain travels for my work is never done. I was pleased to see that matters here were well in hand, much better off than when I left in many ways. I take it you're to thank in no small part?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's like can be reapplied after 3 seconds. You know, we'll try it. I had it the last time on like the axe, and it didn't work well. But you know, I didn't know what I was doing. Also. All right, so we'll take the double hearts to start, just because with this we should have enough power to.
Shades are free. Hi.
But we already start with this hex that does some damage, and we're gonna pursue leveling that up as we can. Getting some max MP is good. I mean, we're neutral anyway. Can't spend too much time running around looking for stuff, but we gotta spend a little time, you know. We should not be on a time crunch truly at any point, in spite of what it says on the map.
Some of its strength.
We're just gonna look around real quick. Alright, so... hammer... Hammer, Hex... I don't want Aphrodite on the special. I don't know if I want Hera on the special. Well, we'll just have to see how it goes. But hammer first.
One remains.
Alright, attacks are faster, special locks on factor and uses less. I mean, the prophecy foretells it, right?
I think I'm finished here. So many different streets.
This is for you.
No, we need to stack nectar for...
Lend me your light.
You have surpassed each of the 2 initial obstacles posed by the vow of rivals, thus have gained insight with which you may induce still greater fear using this vow. I shall be watching, for you are prepared.
I can't even imagine Air's being harder. She's hard enough already. Alright, so... The first one could be a godsend thing, but 2 each time. Yeah, we want to go on this line, though, because...
Seleni's hidden
Because being able to do it as a charged move is just super good. And I think what the build is always all about.
I located something.
Promise.
And we get several imbuements for things of the elemental sort, which is very good. You know, I love a good passive elemental imbuement, and you never know when it'll kick up a notch, and you'll be able to get something very cool out of it.
You shades are getting out of there. A boon.
Your underworld has long since fallen, but our Olympus yet stands. You're wise to head
Wow.
this way, where
She's
you can
like,
make a
hey,
real
just
difference here
forget
and
your
now,
dad.
as I shall momentarily.
While none of my other boons are common, I do more damage. But how can I I'm gonna take it.
That was my boon.
Yeah, like that. I was like, I'm gonna take it because it's the prophecy, right? You gotta fulfill the prophecies, even if they seem like they're bad. But I want to believe in the jetpack. I do believe in the jetpack. I just don't know how to use it yet. Because the charged attack, I think you don't even have to charge it up the whole time to get... Maybe it's slightly more, but you know, like, you get huge damage out of it anyway. And it's also a shield.
My, isn't that the glimmer of a golden apple on you, love? I knew you had good taste. Their uses are more plentiful than you can imagine. Brew the most delicious nectar, distract beautiful rivals, initiate great wars, you name it.
Cast for weak, yeah.
My boon lost potency.
Oh, right, and then because of that, though, we lost the 50% from Hera. It's alright. You know, if we find, like, a pool of Tartarus, we can sell it later. Or not.
Adequate.
You know, it's a weak build, but it doesn't need to be a good build. All we need to do is play smart. I'm sure you can win this game without boons.
Where else?
Alright, Hephaestus to try to get, like, a damage to armor boost or something, or, you know, like, the dash would be fine. Yeah. Because the other thing about charging the, you know, whenever we use this, it uses the Hex, which we want active basically all the time because it's so good. Yeah, yeah. Maybe this will all work out.
Most important thing to know is, whatever happens to you there, I cannot be held liable. I work weapons, not miracles.
Alright, we could get an Earth Infusion, which is like, I mean, that's fine. 10% damage is fine. The ceiling on it could be pretty high, but like, how many Earth boons are there? Well, Ares boons are Earth boons, so yeah, we'll take this because I bet that could stack pretty good before too long. Because if every Ares boon is also giving us 5% damage, you know, it won't take too long for us to get up tall into the realm of things. All right, so max hit point boost. You know, it was a blank heart, a bloodless heart, which means you don't get the HP from it like you do for like a normal one. But as we're leaving these rooms, going into new ones, gonna drink from the fountain, you know, we're gonna be at max HP before the Polyphemus fight. And with enough money to buy one beautiful boon from Hera here.
Wealth cannot be measured in mere coin. The very idea is absurd.
We could take special damage, or, well, we've already got... Yeah, let's just take extended family for big flat damage on everything.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
So you can mess with how things work at night? Between the feeling in my gut and the nonsense you've been talking, I can tell you've been up to no good. I'm some kind of witch.
You know, he can't see by looking at us, so, yeah.
Your true strength. Know that you violate the will of Night herself by standing in my way.
See, there you go again with all the fancy talk. But hey, I could go for a fancy meal just as soon as a tough piece of meat. Maybe you're both.
And of course, with weak on our Aphrodite thing, you know, all of our mistakes are 30% less important.
My hexes are prepared.
Nice try. You gotta meet some of the guys.
And then I dash right into it twice. Feels bad.
You gotta stay for seconds.
Oh, the sheep explode. Ah, man. And there's a Death Defiance hit. Feels bad, you know. Classic me, you know, starting to play careful way too late into the fight, and then, you know, taking a hit right before losing. Oh, well, what are you gonna do, right? It turns on Knight and the Swift Runner, which I don't even know by name. I know Swift Runner, and Knight is critical damage with each move in the combo. Alright, yeah, cool. You know, the roll you get from the pig can be very cool, or just sort of, okay. And this is one of those. We're gonna take the Path of Stars upgrade force here. But no, we're gonna go for Hestia, because if I can get Hestia on the special, I know I can lean on that.
All right. The docks. Some assistance, please.
And we will send our very good cat out to get a crab. A crab. With a CH.
Shamblers. Got you.
Alright.
Nasty heiress from the sky. Well, serves her right. But we could never make her stay away for good. To think she's one of Nix's many pups. Squeeze out a big litter like that, you're liable to get a runt.
Wow. Rude.
Whew, that's hot.
Oh. Hercules here.
Managed to smash this ship to splinters, but then we'd be forced to swim. Prepare.
Wow, we got hit for a lot there. Oh, it's the dash from the harpy. Man, I'm just getting trucked on.
Silence.
Sir, what are you doing in the middle of the rift of Thessaly? How did you even get here? Although you must be a powerful swimmer.
I'm proficient in a wide variety of athletics since you mention it. Swimming, leaping, striking things with clubs.
So this is part of your patrol path. To think, my journey could have been even more infested with foes if not for you.
Much would be different if not for me, though you're one of the few I've met of late to admit it. Fair voyaging, sister.
Sailing on.
Pleasure. Release space.
Into the purse.
But we'll just zoom on forward here. You know, we have to get Prometheus to get the nightmare thing. I don't know if that's gonna work out, but you know, I'm committed to trying.
Ooh. Laughable. Hear me, on my authority.
Get a ton of magic back all the time. I mean, it's fine.
We'll go around.
Block works on a couple things. Man, they are really antsy there. They're trying to get into it. Not gonna happen. And we upgrade here, which is going to let us get ever closer to the very, very good effect there at the end of that part of the tree.
This is the hidden isle I revealed.
Ah, yes, this is the hidden isle we revealed. So yeah, we made a room that'll make our path easier from here on out. A fountain room.
Fallen deep into the distant past.
To think I'd been doing all of that without that. Ooh, there's a something there.
Okay, a shrine to Lord Hermes.
Ah. Oh. Marvelous. Okay, so we can buy Death Defiance through this now, which is so good. And you could pay extra to get it now, which we won't do. But, alright, yeah, something more to spend our money on. I think those are only on the surface, which makes sense as it is a more challenging route, in my opinion. Ow. Man, that was a lot of damage.
New course needs to be set. Stand down.
And the ash does give us magic XP, which is good, but the nectar we actually need, you know, so... Well, there might be some use for ash. We have like several hundreds of it. We used to use it to unlock cards, but then, you know, after a while... Right into the effect.
Special delivery.
There's my
Okay,
order.
so there we get our Death Defiance back. Just as promised. And the swords are coming out, but now we're backed into a corner, and that's, you know, a positive thing. Because the swords are flammable, and now we'll just shoot some fire rockets at them. And then before long, they'll teleport around. Before long, they'll teleport around.
A gift.
I guess I didn't know they were magic swords. I shouldn't be too surprised that they can teleport around. And now it's about to be time for Eris, and, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Blast for damage seems good. This seems very good, though. I want this for, like, the long run. We'll just take this, because if we can't get to the long run, then we won't get to the long run. And all of this, of course, is also giving us, you know... Oh, no, that's a fire one. But we still just have the two of those. But, you know, it's 10% damage, and that's fine. But unfortunately, we have one rare boon, or one common boon, and that's keeping our Hera boon from being strong.
The shrines of Lord Hermes that I've seen around the surface. I noticed they take offerings of gold as well. I take it the two of you are back in business then? Then may business be good.
Alright.
Like magic. If you admire Ares so much, know that he has lent me his aid. I have his blessing even now. Though I suppose you still won't be compelled to step aside.
You suppose right, and say you do have Ares making up for all your weakness. It's probably because he wants this war to last and last.
Ares does not inspire confidence, no matter how nice of a guy he's being.
Everything's on fire.
Oh, well, I was trying to block it, but it only blocked the first one.
Reloading.
And there, I guess we didn't block that either. Alright, maybe we can't block these shots. I know the architecture of the map can block them, but we got plenty of damage here. We just need to, you know, because we could just be patient. Yeah, good luck with that, right? She's about to power up again.
Look at him fly.
But if you can convince her to stand in the fire, which you pretty easily can. And we lose the stock right before getting the kill, as is tradition.
I just got here.
Well, you know, what are you gonna do? Not get better at the game.
Buzz off.
No, I should have been, you know, I don't understand the fight, and I always just rely on aggression and damage to get through it. I don't know how many times I beat it now, maybe not 10, more than 5, and I don't understand it, and I always rely on aggression to get through it. Or on dancing away and stacking scorch stacks, which I could have done here. It's alright. I mean, it's gonna be alright. Then it's time for the Lucky Tooth. We still got 3 lives, right? And we could theoretically run into Athena or buy more Death Defiance. You know, it's not like it's not all torched. We've still got something left here. Now, do I think we're going to beat Typhon with this build? I don't know if we'll ever beat Typhon. No, we'll do it eventually, probably.
What's that?
Hammer time.
Spotted them.
Whoops. I clicked. You're supposed to drop in from the air and do a sick move, but you know, I don't know if I love this Ares thing. Maybe I just don't understand it. If I just had, like, Demeter on the fist and they were slowed down, I feel like that would be better, right? You know, right? Wouldn't it? Oh, Alright, that's Prometheus' eagle. I'm like, wait, that's not my friend. Those things are too good at their job, man. Alright, attack does 250 to armor. Yeah, we'll take that.
The power of Kacinth.
That'll actually be very wonderful for this build style, which is to hit things. A Star Sailor, an Olympian fish. You know, there's a few Arcana that when I level them up, I think it'll make a big difference. Like with this one, we could be getting 3 times as much passive. Oh man, Generation, but we haven't leveled it up yet, so you know. And that's the thing, is like, even though I'm not good at the game, it doesn't matter, because my unlocks are still so satisfying.
Olympian defenses.
Oh no, they're turrets. No, get out of there. I'm like, why am I even walking around this? I've got heat-seeking rockets. We're gonna hang around this safe side of this little thing and act like a smart person. Look at me. I've got a freaking jetpack with missiles and I know how to act. You know, I could have just stood on the other side of a wall. Yeah, I'm running around the wall. Ridiculous. Dual boon for Hestia and Aphrodite. All right.
She doesn't care for competition. You can trust me on that.
Sweet Hestia, whatever do you mean? I'll be the first to admit looks aren't everything. Who even needs them? But on the other hand, we're blessed to have someone of such vast wisdom and experience as you here on our side.
What, okay. While foes are weak, any scorch they have does not diminish. I mean, yeah, awesome. Pyrotechnique is very good, though. It's very good because taking way more scorch damage is just really good. But I think this will be good, too. And we'll be more likely to be able to get Pyrotechnic elsewise. Do we take the boss fight here over the money? Yeah, why not?
I'm back to put you out of commission again.
Oh man, rough. Because this is actually a very good dual boon, right? Because as long as he's in there, they're just getting burned by it, and you don't have to sink more Scorch on them. If we had the other move, it'd be even better. Yeah, this is... Okay, now I'm seeing that I kind of need this all the time, huh? We need an Aphrodite and a Hestia boon together. That's the key. I should not have taken this fight. I'm not good at this game. Hey, we got away with it. Maybe we'll go to a fountain soon, right?
You picked the wrong target.
Make a random boon heroic and give it 3 levels. Why not? Why not? Actually, if we do this, they'll use more magic, and that'll let us do our thing more. No, we'll take this. Because it does the best. It actually gives our Scorch essentially double power, which again is more of a passive thing, but could be made more active with the addition of something else. But yeah, not sorry we took that. Not sorry we took that at all. Because sinking the weakness into people isn't always feasible, and then yeah, because it not decreasing while it's in the weakness, that's good for several hundred more damage. Because the weak lasts for a little while. And then if you sink another one in, yeah, you can just like get like a Scorch or 2. I love that. I love that. I mean, it's a duo boon, so you can't rely on it. But with our Arcana setup, we do get duo boons very regularly. It's just, you know, you can't rely on it. What was that? What was that? Oh, that was what a room, huh? Just like a ton of mooks.
All right.
I love this jetpack, though. This specific jetpack. I actually, you know, I believe in it. I think if I was better, it would really count for something. Athena? If we can get our, there we go. If we can get all of our Death Defiance back here, and we might be able to. Alright, so, 1 random nearby foe struck by the Hex. Perfect. And we're gonna go that way down towards the God-sent thing. We will give Athena the gift. That's why I was saving it. I'm like, there's some people that we don't even have a keepsake from.
I wish to offer you this nectar as a token of my gratitude. If I'd only known that we would meet here, perhaps I'd have arrived even sooner.
Nonsense, for I'm certain that you made your journey here as quickly as you could. Well, I of course accept your offering, though she'll be saving it for when our victory's achieved. This, however, you may be able to use sooner.
You honor me with such a gift, goddess.
A Gorgon amulet. I don't even know if we can look at it in here. But we can look at the whole offering list now. Oh, for everyone. That means, can I see, like, the requirements? Yes! Finally! Alright, so now we know to be able to get certain things that are cool, like, this free Scorch thing. So all we need to get that is, you know, you won't get it from a dash. So you got to get like the cast strike or whatever there, and then yeah, all right, love it. Very good. Glad we finally unlocked that.
You've seen what plagues us at the summit, haven't you? The source of all the tremors. Almost as though the mountain itself quakes with fear. We need a plan.
The gods have stood against Typhon before. Wasn't it a well-placed thunderbolt from Zeus that did him in?
Allegedly.
Tales of valor and deeds of valor are not always one and the same. Then let us lure this Typhon toward the summit, where our strength combined with yours is the best opportunity we have. And please, take care, cousin.
That's the wisdom there. Tales and deeds are not always the same. Alright, yes! Now we're talking. Renewed faith. We get all of our Death Defiance back.
I concur.
And now, you know,
what's for delivery?
We got 5 lives. All right, so we're going to buy.
Should get here soon enough.
We're gonna buy all of those, and I think they'll show up before the summit. And if not, then well, they won't.
Looking good, mate. Yeah, the water's fine. How's the drink? You need another?
And now, after the Athena, we get a Dionysus. This is a charmed run, right? We're getting a lot of lucky, powerful rooms here. And Dionysus, we're saving this for him too.
Don't wish to be just some ungrateful guest. I know you have your customs here, and I have studied them. So please, for all your cheer and generosity.
Whoa, this is nectar. It's the real thing. We could use every drop that we can get. Then here is something for my most distinguished guests, of which I have decided you are one.
I'm most grateful.
A fig leaf.
And
yes.
stay for the festivities.
He could still use use this fig leaf.
Ceaselessly, doubtless to the occasional dismay of your honored guests.
Yes, I do. Sometimes the feasting gets a little rowdy, if you know what I mean, with all the dancing and whatnot. Uncle the Saint's not the only Earthshaker on Olympus.
No, Typhon has awakened. The father of all monsters now threatens your own father's palace. You can ignore Kronos somehow, fine. Prometheus, perhaps. But not this.
Oh no, Typhon's out there. What did we do? See that, baby? Nobody cares.
See that, baby? Nobody cares.
And we're gonna feast until it does, no matter what. Nice try with that one, though.
Dionysus, what a champ.
What have we got?
Alright, so we would give up all our gold and then get that, but that's not a good deal. The Tipsy Shot, now that's a good deal. Because now we're going to be able to drop the cast on people. It's going to make them weak.
Tula, catch.
I don't know what kind of fish you would catch in that pond. A pillar top.
Cheers for that, Tula.
Weird.
Whoa, you got one.
Common headstrong denizen from cold lakes in the heavens. Alright, so here, Hera or Hermes? I think Hermes is the one we go for here, right? Yeah.
Take me away.
Oh, I can't believe I did that.
Retribution.
Because now, like, you drop a cast, you just get one rocket on them, and then they're going to take damage for a while. It's actually a really wonderful little combo. But I don't know, like, I don't know if on this weapon is the ideal one for it. Mainly just because as I get to have more appreciation for the aggression of these, because you can charge it quickly. You don't have to charge it all the way. Oh, I was like, what are all those icons? Those are the when Hermes' delivery is going to be.
Olympus.
Does it add to all of them whenever you buy more? Maybe. Alright, so... we're going to slow down all their casting. No, we're going to re-offer here. Clean.
Let's pick up the pace.
And that'll also give us another 2% damage, you know? Can't ever shake a stick at that. It looks like we're not going to get any of those things that we bought, right? Yeah. Yeah, we spent too many things. Oh, they weren't encounters, they were just rooms. So we spent too much money there. It'll be alright. They'll show up after this if we win the fight.
Should be useful.
Blast effects also create a heartthrob. Or, okay, glow makes them take more damage. So this would be like, after we dash, then they'll take 20% more damage. That's good. This seems good too. This also seems good. I think this is better.
Golly.
And golly, or Gale to the people who don't have the sound on, is good old Hecate's one of her familiars, and now they will become mine.
Then it means we share a bond. Of course we do. Golly, the honor is mine.
I mean, they're still hers, but you know they're gonna help us out. We also got her good old dog, Hecuba. And now we get Animal Whisperer. We have recruited all of the animal familiars. The prophecy is foretold. We're gonna buy this little thing for the Furnace Blast. Boom, baby. Alright. Prometheus Unbound, once more.
I'm but a titan and unarmed. Should you get past me, however, I know that you know you're certainly no match for what awaits.
Alright, so we do have to remember that the eagle happens at the beginning, so we just need to dodge the eagle.
Simply know less than you think.
And then,
to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
And then get to it.
I would have, yes. But since you've foreseen that outcome, it shall not come to pass. Well, if you truly think you can withstand that monstrosity, let's see you withstand me.
Oh, and then we immediately get hit by the eagle anyway. I said dodge the eagle. Because here, like, all we gotta do is, like, this is actually a wonderful boss fight build, right? Because you can focus on running away. And know that, like, all you gotta do is sink a cast in every now and then, and one special, and then the Scorch is gonna work. Of course, having more strength would be good, but that's what the Hex is for. Oh no, we need to get away from him, and then, yep, there we go. Alright, time to remember. 2, 3, 2. Oh man, he got me. I thought we were far enough away. Alas. Alright, we gotta stick to the plan. We gotta quit trying to be cute and attack him. Oh man, that didn't work. Wow! We normally don't hear this part of the song because we either win or die by now. Wow, what hit us? Oh, one of his little shots in the past. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I definitely see the similarities. Alright, so 2. 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3. Oh, it was 3, 3, 1. Well, you know, at least we only took a huge 100 damage from it, and it wasn't, you know, the end of the world or anything. Oh, the eagle's back out. The eagle comes back if you fight long enough, jeez. Anyway, this is not a high damage build. We've got the sustain, you know, we've got the wave clear sustain. He summons again if you let him live? Man, I did not know any of this happened. This is the slowest we've ever done the fight, but it's gonna be fine. We still get it. Jetpack victory on Prometheus. But yes. Hey Thomas, good afternoon.
Such wrath. Hold on to it.
Alright. Well, at least we get our little item, you know. I don't even care about beating the final boss.
For the will of night.
Getting our little nightmare item to upgrade our other weapons and this weapon. Because for this weapon, it gives you the hex, the special Skyfall hex, and it makes it easier to cast. Got a little Zeus statue here. Oh, this is the keepsake thing. Oh! Oh, very interesting. Alright, so it's like it'll let you use a keepsake up to here, and then right before the final battle this isn't before the final battle. This is before the next place. Of course there's the keepsake thing here. Ridiculous. The fig leaf can make an encounter have no foes in it. No, I was like, wait, no, that's just the keepsake cabinet. Why did I think I was looking at the statue? I'm focusing on this, and this cabinet's right here. All right, we stay with the Death Defiance thing, because of course we do, and we've already used up the 3 that we got from Athena. So yeah, let's see if we can get to Typhon again, right? Maybe we'll get a nice item to upgrade something with.
The summit of Olympus may appear
I don't
to
know.
have been wrought by gods
At any point, we could learn to play the game. It's just moderately unlikely.
Sinister nature.
Typhon. The father of all monsters, the bringer of storms.
He's just like hanging out there. This big ol' scary Hydra thing. Thomas, you say you haven't been able to tune into any silk functions, but don't progress any further if you want to see more content. Yeah, I'm at that lace fight in the Citadel. I got the 3 songs. I haven't played since then, but I haven't won the fight yet. The soundtrack here is so good! Alright, so we get our little upgrade thing. And we get souped up hex casting, which is great. Or at the very least, good. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but fortunately we have heat-seeking missiles, so we're just gonna heat-seeking around here.
Got your order.
Cheers, Hermes.
Alright, so we'll get dodge chance and stuff. Yep.
Sheila.
And we will send a wise fish out. A wise cat to catch a wise ugly fish. Alright, so 3 pomegranates or Ares boon. We'll take Ares boon. They're both boss fights, so we won't make them easier either way. Oh, wow! I was like, I thought we were gonna block, but I guess there was... Okay, so there was an attack followed by an attack. You know, we did a bunch of damage, but man, oh man. Yeah, you know, it won't block 2 big attacks. It stops the block after the first one. I gotta be more cognizant of that. You know, the build damage is fine. Relatively fine. Okay, and there we fail to block either of them. Yeah, okay, there's a lot of attacks we shouldn't be trying to block. Jeez. Terrible. Terrible. It doesn't look like we're gonna get to Typhon. That was very careless. But hey, we dropped in some money.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, Ares showed up. I think he doesn't show up until the last time, or the first time you fight Typhon at the top, which was just the other day for me, because we've only fought him once. So he showed up the first run we did to the surface after that. He was in the first game, but we hadn't seen him here. And with that, that's all the gods that we had from the first game. They're not all like boon givers there, like, because Dionysus and Athena, they just sort of show up to chat. And they give you some stuff, but it's not like, you know, not like a proper attack boon thing, like, but yeah, because Ares, there's an ability that we just unlocked for the hexes called God Sense, so basically, when you unlock it, like, once per room or whatever, the hex you do is better. And now it's 2 more boss fight rooms. We have 13 HP, and no extra lives. And, well, it's been nice knowing me.
More infestation. There you are.
And, yeah, there you go. I'm not very good at this.
Gods be safe. Typhon's going to tear that mountain to the ground, unless...
Hello.
Okay, so if I... Yeah, we just need to take one of the other ones down for a victory. Not to the top where we need the cat for the extra life, but... But anyway, did not go so well. Can't even get to the big bad guy to lose the fight to him. Pathetic. Silksong, did I explore west of the slab? I tried to, but I couldn't go any further. I haven't been back since I got the old harpoon thing.
Tonight's catch.
We just hold on to that, and then we'll be able to get Nightmare. But it's like, Nightmare upgrades things, but maybe we should just get Moondust, because if we buy Moondust, then we can upgrade the cards, and then, I mean, yeah, that's the way. The Nightmare will be fine afterward.
I'm short on bones.
Because here, like, we, you know, because if we use You know, whatever thing
Which
every
cards
night.
reflect my path?
You know, this divinity thing, why would we not be powering that up to 15, right? Well, because we didn't have a feather. So let's just go ahead and do that now. And then, yeah, you know, higher chance for epic blessings. That's worth it. Really good blessings are really good. That place is one of the most satisfying parkour in the game. I really enjoyed the climb up to the top of the cogwork tower thing. In the center of the citadel, but I wouldn't have enjoyed it if I had failed. If I had had to do it like 4 times rather than like getting through it pretty easily, then I would have hated it. So it's like, you know, I only want the game to be hard if I'm successful. Oh. So, when you don't have Death Defiance, this can make Athena show up. And of course, Athena showing up can refill all of your Death Defiance, so I guess this would be like a good like late game thing, you know, like, oh, I barely got through, now I'm gonna wear this, hope that she can show up and regenerate me. Yeah, love it. Or like, you know, you haven't used the tooth yet, but somehow you like botched the Skilla fight and you're down to 0. You could run this because you figure like, okay, we won't need it for Cerberus and this will be the gamble. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Did we unlock more of these things? Apparently. But we still need more marble to unlock this aspect. Slab parkour is long like a deep of Celeste beside. Oh no. Alright. Well, it wants us to use the axe. Alright. So we're gonna give this guy a treat, this little polecat. And then see what they do. Alright, so, oh, it gives you dodge and move speed. Makes you more likely to find plants. And it'll hang out and attack foes for really big damage. Okay. Yeah.
Growing strong.
Now, if we want to go down to get marble to unlock this other staff, though, we could use the skull on Cerberus, but I don't know how to use the skull. We could just torches. It's a little boring. We could jetpack again. Yeah, we could jetpack again and go down.
My vows are made.
And then... oh, yeah, why not? I mean, I would like to use that, but yeah, we'll just use this.
Draw greater power from the silver pool.
We'll jetpack down. And we will take the old polecat.
Let's go, Golly.
Shadows conceal you.
Alright.
To Tartarus. No pressure. I call upon the moon.
Alright, so this is going to buff our Hex immediately, so yeah. And she's like, hey, I used to wear that jetpack.
You bear a grave responsibility to wield it properly, or unleash such destruction as can blot out the sun.
Jetpack down.
Choose your path.
Alright, so... this time we don't get the very cool one at the end. Hex also strikes 2 foes each time. I mean, might as well take it. Automatic hex charging.
Seleni's hidden strength.
Your path is set.
I type kind of fast. I wouldn't call it particularly fast. Faster than a lot of people. Not fast compared to like people who do it, you know, to compete.
The hunt begins.
It just sounds more vigorous. Oh, I'm so used to having the cat with me that I forgot that I was supposed to fish properly. Yeah, you know, I have a mechanical keyboard, and with the microphone, it just makes it sound very satisfying, so it appears to be quicker.
Exploring the surface of this world, where my influence is comparatively limited, I was amused to consider the possibilities, though I did anticipate you would return.
Alright, when we cast, we take damage. We could avoid casting.
So shall it be.
And we'll get a big max HP boost, which means we can avoid taking max HP boosts. Like, man, it's so refreshing to go to the underworld after a couple Olympus runs. You're like, man, this is these guys aren't too hard, are they?
Special delivery.
Had enough surface air for now, I get it, Em. The more familiar path is often best. Either way, take this at your own pace. Don't anybody rush you, except me.
Alright, so the... I think we just save our rerolls because... Yeah. We can just take this and that'll be alright.
Do not depart just yet.
Alright, now we have to fish, and the polecat won't help us fish.
Mine. I got a soul belly?
Try to use a membrane keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, I love my keyboard very much. I've had it for, you know, like, I guess like 9 years now, but if anything ever happens to it, I'll just get another one.
More than me?
Yes, Nim, I do.
To clear the way, so why don't you pitch in? Heads up.
I see them. Chaos comes.
Whoops. I cast. You're not supposed to cast, self. We are really winning this one though. Alright, so the polecat jumps up and blocks damage and hits them, so it's like each room. That's very nice for tankiness, right?
Across the fields of morning where the path descends to Tartarus. The monstrous creature there. Do you know what it is?
You're so supposed, yeah.
It's a problem. Can't always find my
Yeah, that's
way
the
to
thing
it,
with
even when I
buying
do,
stuff
that
though,
thing
you know,
forces me back.
it's always a trade-off,
Don't
right?
worry. Got my eye on
Mechanical keyboards are loud, and yeah. Oh man, she took the Arachnidor. What a jerk. It's alright. A boon is better anyway, right? Alright, let's, Or is it only that many blocks, like, per whole region anyway? Oh, right. I'm not supposed to cast. This weapon with the blocks better.
Got here rather quickly, quite unlike that rascal Hermes, I should say. Lately, he's never about when needed. Should he decide to make himself useful in all this, may he prove more dependable with you.
Well, Hermes says he's around. Alright, rush for... Alright, so how do we get good stuff out of Zeus? So you could get Blitz to also inflict Scorch, which would be, you know, something. Chain Lightning can bounce off you. We have to get Static Shock and then a bunch of Hermes boons. So we have to get the Chain Lightning thing and then a Hermes boon, and then we can get, or a Hephaestus boon, and then we can get that. Well, how do we get a Chain Lightning boon? None in particular. Alright, so... Well, I want a Chain Lightning one.
Won't mind.
We don't find it. Well, we'll just take this then. I just, like, don't believe in Blitz as a thing on attacks or specials. Maybe it's good, I just don't believe in it. I've never seen it be good. I'd rather not have anything and complain that I don't have anything than use Blitz and complain that it's not any good, you know. But we got our HP in there from Chaos now, and you know, we can dash around and do our crummy little lightning bolts, and that'll send a message.
Got it. I'll slay you all without a scratch.
And we have to, so for these tests, you get it without getting hit, which is, you know, easier than it sounds.
As the shadows dance.
You know, just much easier than it sounds. Alright, hammer over the shop. Always, sometimes you can make the wrong choice. It's like a free hammer with a fountain, and it's so annoying when you accidentally choose the shop. Alright. Siege frame? Yes.
The black coat grows strong.
Alright, so Demeter here would be wonderful on either attack or special. Because slowing down your opponents is the only way to achieve victory, if you're me.
Grandmother.
I could snuff out the flames of that Prometheus, but in so doing, all of mortal kind would likely freeze. I am not yet prepared to go that far, though likely can be pushed.
Demeter just casually thinking about murking everyone in the whole universe. Reroll here, special for freeze, epic, yes. Now the increasing rarity of boons would have been cool too, but this will actually give us some power. Because not only does it freeze them, but it also increases the damage, so you know it gives it a little bit of teeth.
Follow your senses.
Demeter decides against. Yeah, you know, it's not her first time doing that kind of thing.
Let me show you the way.
Once she was kind of going through it, and she was asking this kid a question, and he was just like kind of being a jerk, so she turned him into like a newt, you know, like literally like lizarded this poor kid, whose crime, which was considerable, was being a jerk to an old lady he didn't know. Like, you shouldn't do that, they might be a god. But like, she wouldn't have done it if she wasn't in a really lousy mood on account of, well, the myth of Hades and Persephone.
There it is.
Take the money here, Zeus or shop. I mean Zeus spoon, right? Because we could just save the shop for the next one.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Switch keyboard mess. I'm sort of alternating around. Freeze effects cause lightning bolts to hit. Yes. I found, you know, just I needed to switch it up some. The too much of the controller, you know, for 10 hours of aggressive button pressing wasn't too good for me either. So.
Have you now?
There's much to be done, both above and
Useless
below.
human hands.
You always say the greatest teacher is out there, but I always seem to find her here.
I taught you nothing of such flattery. One of Odysseus's tricks, perhaps. Let's see what others you have learned. Crossed flames awaken.
You know, the lock-on stays, so it actually is very nice there, huh? Selene's not gonna smite me. Selene likes me better than all of y'all. Whoops. Whoops. I'm a cursed sheep boy. Let me not be a sheep anymore. My eyes are so dumb looking. No, don't hurt me. I am an innocent little animal. Alright, now hurt me. No longer innocent. Now the aspect of the moon descends upon our foe. Incredibly hard to play with the controller. Certain game styles, like anything that involves jumping, I kind of need one. It's just like how I was trained. But for stuff like this, any sort of like anything that looks like Diablo. All right, so Fates. That's the one for dice rolls, I think. Four dice rolls, yeah. So awesome, and then Swift Runner, which is fine.
Mine.
Returned, have you?
Alright, and so from here, we could go for a random hammer boon. That actually seems kind of fun. We can't use Piggy Bank anymore. It doesn't work past where we're at right now. We could take Path of Stars for like a ton more. I mean, yeah, because getting a huge boost for the hexes, it's like finding 2 extra ones because you get 3 per. So yeah, we'll take that.
Cleverly decided.
Attack still 200% damage because we're not empowered by boons. I mean, we could do that. Special 40% damage, why not? Just push through.
Ah, here comes our shadowy assassin on her nightly escapade to try and do me harm. Although perhaps the outcome shall not be so fortunate this time.
Yeah, anything that involves like aiming, like you know, if it's a game that reloads and stuff, I sort of like need a controller.
Oh, that I can. Then I had best return and make ready.
Sometimes, you know, it just depends.
We have to tidy up for your arrival, after all. Until later tonight.
Until then. Check.
But there we go. We get our little item, and you know we're charging on towards the future. I wonder what the Skilla souped up fight is, but I don't feel confident enough to take it, right?
The path across the sky.
And now we get just a big old boost, right, to
On the hook. Hey, a chitin.
a big old boost indeed. And we've already used up the blocking from the thing. Yeah, but that, you know, it's going to do a ton of damage once we get it going. Alright, so 2 boons or Narcissus? You never see these 2 boon rooms. Is this like a choice room?
Aid from 2 relatives at once.
Thank you, Flower.
Yeah, I guess it is actually just 2. Alright, so we'll take this for just randomly getting stuff. Oh, nope, they do get mad.
Openly refused, in my place, she would certainly respond as I shall now.
Wait, what?
Okay, so this is the this is like in Hades. This is the first one of these rooms I think we've ever done, where you know, you choose between them, and then they get all salty boy on you. And then afterward, they're like, "Oh, I can't stay mad at you." Yeah.
Take a breath.
There you go. This is the first of these rooms we've done in this game, actually, so pretty interesting. Lightning bolts can strike twice. I mean, we want to reroll to get chain lightning, don't we? Don't we? Nah, we'll just take this, whatever. There will be other opportunities. This is a fine ability, so we might as well get it.
Good job.
Well, well. Were you expecting someone far less beautiful?
What she would have said, she would have been like, "I can't believe any granddaughter of mine." Yeah, she would have been a very salty lady. She's already like, "Did I not just threaten to ice up the whole world? What do you have to do to get some RESPECT in here?" I would like to get weak on the auto attack, but this being around them is just fine, right? Like, this is good. We can just take that. And then Ares? I don't know, like why don't we just no, because we need I don't know.
Someplace else.
Yeah, because the lightning striking on them, because the ice makes them get struck by the lightning, and then they can get struck twice from the other thing. Yeah, love it. And I don't know how this guy works, so I'm just gonna run away from him. He can't stop me. Nobody can stop me.
Too much squirming.
Clearly, Prometheus the Titan is no stranger to conducting war. He knows
That's
for
this game
instance,
from Hollow Knight.
how fragile most alliances can be. Do you suppose he stood with our fathers in the past, only to better learn their weaknesses?
Our moves also cause a blade to move forward each throw strike. I think this is good. I think this is good. Because if these rockets drop a huge sword on top of them, that seems just generically like a thing that I want to pursue.
My tolerance for you grows very thin.
Oh no, Kronos, I just don't know what I would do if I thought you didn't like me anymore.
This is your
Get
father's
wrecked.
realm as once it was. So you can see a pathway out.
Oh yeah, the sword thing is awesome, isn't it? It's actually like a lot of damage per special, right? And we stay in the golden ring. Look what a good job I did. Yeah, the freeze, because the freeze even works on bosses. It doesn't stun them, but it does hold them in place. But yeah, this is all about, you know, being able to create distance, you know, and then take advantage of that. If we get a good cast, that'll let us, you know, like, and then if we get in close, they get weakened, so whenever we choose to start a push it. Oh, it's Artie! My girl, talking about my girl. And some marble, so good. Now no, this is limestone. The marble comes from lower on. Because we need this to make another cool staff, which will hopefully turn up a bunch of cool stuff.
And I am woefully incompetent with bow and arrow, not like you. It's probably Nemesis ensuring none of us have it all.
But yeah, well, it slows them pretty considerably, and that's the thing, is because skill is slow. Like, if you just get in there like on the drummer, you can basically hit 2 of them anyway. And then when we start throwing the rockets out, they're going to be getting hit by all the lightning bolts. It's going to be pretty nice, I think. All right, Hex may deal critical damage. Yes, please.
My mark is yours.
This build is all about the special Hex that comes because of the jetpack we're wearing. Because every other build in the game, right, that we've seen so far, you have to buy the Hex, and then you got to upgrade it. But here, we already start with it, and it's a pretty decent one. Like, it makes them take more damage, and it does some damage. And starting with that for free is good.
Hear me on my authority.
Cast for a falling blade. I don't want this attack thing. I don't. I want something else on the attack. But I guess we could just take it. Well, we can look at the list here so we can see. The legendary one is this plasma thing. Like, some of his effects make, like, you know, blood fall out of your enemies or yourself whenever you get hit or they get hit. And this one pulls it to you, and then you get, and it moves you, makes you attack and move faster for the room that you're in. And then one of them makes the cast charge around you. One of them hurts wounds. No, inflicting wounds does revenge stuff. That's actually very nice, isn't it? Well, it gives you 100% bonus move speed. So normally they give you 1%, and that would double it and give you 2%. Falling blades do fall immediately and deal more damage. Fireball effects inflict wounds with greater power. Yeah, so a cool little tie-in there. And what we want here, so yeah, after we take advantage or a foe is slain, we spill the plasma. So I guess we'll take this.
The scent of blood.
Yeah, well, I think it's slightly more complicated than that, because it doesn't happen immediately, right? It's, you get 1% from it, and that ability doubles the bonus, so it makes it 2%. But in most rooms, before too long, you would get a lot. And of course, if you get hit by bosses, you drop it too.
Those sailors dropping in are probably the Titan's naval forces I've been vanquishing throughout the Rift of Thessaly above. I think I recognize a few out in the stands.
You expect me to believe you've been promoting our events? We're getting lots of word of mouth lately, sure, but you have nothing to do with it, except by going away. You can stay away, seems every day you keep coming back here. Now it's plain to see you
Yeah, look at the damage. Man, this damage! It's such a great song, but you know, man, the damage! You know, this Hex, this powered up Hex. That's scary, still edge blades, indeed. Any sword he gives to somebody is gonna hurt them too, because, you know, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. I know that's a Warhammer thing, not a Greek thing, but if Ares heard that, he'd be like, the blood god, huh? What's his deal? I thought that was me. Alright, so we can... Cerberus next. What do we want that'll make this go quicker, right? Because we've already got the power. We could take this free hammer thing, because we don't need Death Defiance to get through level 3 here. We could just take this to go really quick for the next 3.5 minutes. No, let's take the weird hammer thing. I like the idea of doing that.
The hammer.
Furious Rockets. Which one's that? Specialist launch and fly faster? Alright, yeah, cool.
Time to dry off.
Hey, Deathclaw. Say, you on back streaming again? Oh, I stream all the time, buddy. Yes, but I am back again. Welcome back, welcome back. We failed to defeat Typhon earlier. We got past Prometheus. We did not get to Typhon. We died to, you know, a thing. But the crystal guide's down here now.
More shades.
What if they make a boss you have to survive for a certain amount of time? You know, I would probably lose. This is my first time using Axis Sling with Ares. Yes it is. Because I just met Ares Boons the other day, and this aspect I've never. This is the first time I would say I've ever like really used it, where I've been like, okay, let's keep on doing the Hex, you know, because I had done it, but like not like actively thought about how I should be doing it until this run. But even then, I haven't been doing it as much as I should.
Huh.
All right, we are on a timer, but not a small one. Fortunately, because I don't. I don't know where we are. Ah, here we go. I found it!
Lami eye.
What hides in waters soon is to be found.
To me.
Yeah, I don't even think I understand how Ares boons work. They don't seem very good, but maybe they are. Like the attack, like the whole wound thing, I don't get it. I don't know what it means. It doesn't seem like a very big number.
Let me past.
The narrator in this is Homer, actually.
Your magic against mine.
I don't think he was listed as the narrator in the first one, but they definitely call him out by name in this one. Or rather, name drop him by name. Yeah, the Hex does such huge damage. You know, it's pretty leveled up, but, you know, it's just pretty nice. Alright, so... we're gonna re-roll this because we want the attack, right? Yep, there we go. Ares Boon, so it's just like 50 damage when you hit him. Oh, okay. Man, I loved the Poseidon Boons in the first game. Maybe they're very good here, too. Echo, where is she? Oh, she's not by... oh, I was like, I didn't even see her. She doesn't have the exclamation mark over her head anymore.
It's you. It's you.
Alright. Double the level bonus of a boon that's higher than the rest. That won't be Omen, right? That would be like one of these. So not very good. Choose one of 3 boons from the previous night. Or get another purchase from Charon. What would the boons from the previous night even get us? What were we even doing then? It was, yeah, maybe.
Thank you, Echo.
Yeah, we could make a boon heroic and give it a level. Might as well. I mean, that doesn't seem that good though. Blast effects from Hephaestus we don't even have. Yeah, yeah, let's just do this. Not a great choice. What are you gonna do, right? But we make cut above heroic, so now our moves make a falling blade appear over them. Oh, I looked away too long. That was quick. That was quick. It didn't give me enough time to look away. I need to just take the frog. If I don't have the frog, then, you know, I can't do anything.
Those poor shades.
Yeah, the falling sword off the charge special, that's what it's all about here. Specials briefly gain power for consecutive hits to the same foe. Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? And now we can do a little Ares God-sent wound thing on it.
Follow the golden petal path.
Let us shed some blood.
Not leaving here just yet. I think I'm finished here. think you can catch
And
me?
here we gotta get this one without getting hit. Which should be easier now that we got rid of that guy. Because we can just dance around here, right? Yeah. And with the plasma in these big rooms, we've got 27% greater movement speed because of it, which is like really nutty, right? And better attack. And there we very narrowly avoid getting hit by the particle effect there, and we are rewarded with a delicious pomegranate. More damage on specials or 4% more likely, 5% more likely. More damage on specials, sure.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, so cast for Hitch, I guess it'll give us something. Whenever we exit a location, we can keep some of our bonuses. Huh. Alright, so we'll take this so that we can maybe get that later. We don't need to buy either of these currencies. We'll just save the money. Alright, Serby, let us go then. You and I. And just tank a whole ton of hits at the very beginning. It'll be alright. It's so much damage. You know, this Hex is actually amazing, isn't it? I love the Jetpack. We just gotta not take something like the Zeus on the special. That ruined a build the other time. Maybe it was actually good, but it sure didn't seem like it was good to me. Yeah, because then, yeah, he comes out, just gets nuked by the Hex. Oh, I tried to get away, but the wall was there. The wall doesn't show up as being solid visually until you get closer to it. And he doesn't even get to summon, yeah. Just try and try petting him repeatedly? We'll try it.
After a furious and world-shaking clash, the dreadful...
Yeah, that was, this build's good damage. I think these builds are often good damage, I just don't see how to do it right, but the freeze effect hitting them with the lightning bolt, you know, that might be good. I think we have a bunch of stuff that sort of, like, stacks together for incremental damage, and it ends up being a little better than I had expected it to be. Aphrodite on close attacks is great, you know, because you have the weakness off of the aura that we've already got for MP Regen, and then, you know, that big percentage boost that you get for just Aphrodite in general. Solid. Alright, so this hammer thing was fun and all, but, you know, we have to go with the tooth because that's, you know... We want to win. And we can make Charon cheaper. No, that won't last till when we get there. We can sell... We could sell this because I literally never do the charge techs and probably never will. Yeah.
As father would have wanted.
Not charge techs, the charged cast. I just don't do it.
Not much farther now. They'll know I'm here.
Confound it, but you are a difficult one to pin down.
I'll see you soon, Titan.
Yeah, the one charge thing of this gets it all the way done, right? Yeah, it just These are high hit point dudes, and the medium hit point ones just melt. Clean. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just being able to sink in a big ol' like several hundred chunk of damage off of the hits. Great.
Thanks, little one. Father, I'm afraid the matter on Olympus is more dire than we thought. For Kronos reawakened Typhon, who is very, very large, and dead set on destroying the palace of Zeus.
Such a predictable and reckless action on the Titan's part. Although your Uncle Zeus may not be quite as spry as when he and that monster previously clashed.
You don't seem so surprised. How did you all defeat Typhon before? I've never fought something like him.
Bum, bum,
How
bum.
should you fight something like him, daughter? Let Zeus clean up his mess. His thunderbolt proved quite effective in the past. Although you'd think that an embodiment of storms and rage would be immune.
I'm not about to abandon our family to face this threat on their own.
Then you're in the wrong place. For if you think thwarting the Titan shall stop Typhon in turn, you're wrong. A monster such as that cannot be controlled. Go, see for yourself.
Alright, all of these are underwhelming. We could take Last Gasps, and then, like, if we use the Death Defiances, then we'll get a lot stronger. I mean, might as well.
Of course.
The multi-headed monster keeps his fury well in check. Beside the
Is that it have its weaknesses? Thomas, I think it is more... I don't think that. I think it is a story hook. It is beginning to seem to me that... So, Zeus recently talked about how Hermes, like, isn't around. And other ones have talked about how they haven't seen Artemis in a bit, but we are seeing them. So, yeah, I think it's just lore. I think it's... But an important, like, story beat of lore, right? Because this is... If we are to think that Typhon has been released by Kronos, then that is a direct Kronos is running stuff thing. But here Hades is saying that Typhon is in some way separate from that whole thing. It's not going to be solved by solving this, which might just be, you've got to go there, but it could be more of a overarching conspiracy thing, right? What is Ares doing? Zeus is a famously unreliable dude. What's going on there? Kronos is a villain, but that doesn't mean that the people he's fighting are bad. Or good, right? Could be some of both. So, I think maybe it could be a hook for that.
Sorry, boy.
And we're gonna repeatedly try to pet him. He is very upset. He refuses. Anyway, I'm gonna take a short break, and then we'll be right back with this. Alright. The dog just doesn't want to let me pet the dog. It's very sad whenever a dog won't let you pet the dog. Alright, let's get to it. Haha, it's a lot of damage. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage, huh? Man, is that ever a lot of damage?
Best keep your rodents to yourself.
And this guy, yeah, thoroughly unprepared for the damage here, and then this is gonna. Yeah, you know. They can't really do with that. So the Furious Rockets, the hammer we got awarded from the Daedalus thing, even though we took the keepsake off, we kept that effect for the amount of time. So interesting stuff. Damaging effects are stronger for each boon giver. We have, I mean, yeah, why not, right? Why not? And marble, which we very much needed. Now we're going to be able to make the aspect of Circe staff. Yeah, indeed. You know, I did pet the real dog. He was on my way out of the room. I was like, oh, the dog. And now it can be God Sent one more time and Guardian encounters. And now we will also get negative 20% damage while we have it active. I mean, like, it's just very nice. It's not as cool, like, on the previous run, because it's not the same every time. Like, there will be different abilities that you can unlock for it. One of the ones in the earlier one was, like, whenever you did a charged attack, the ones who got hit by it got hit as if by a beam of your hex, which was really amazing. Which I was hoping for this time, but you know, you can't argue with beauty, right? Because this is awesome. I think I just gotta get Demeter more often because I really rely on the foes being slow enough for me to bully.
So close now.
And whenever I don't have Demeter going on, you know, it's true. Plus, not only is she crowd control, but she also has a damage boost on there too. So it is, you know, while it's not as punchy as some things are, I mean, it gets you all the way to where you want to be, right? Right.
Stay where you are.
And yeah, and Ares just absolutely melts everything with that. Wow, what a powerful thing. That just, yeah, that cast. That's why you asked that question. No. I had not seen how the Sword Rain would happen with the Hex when fully powered up. No, I had not. That's pretty sweet. I already loved the Jetpack, but now I believe in the Jetpack. Because that was 1,000 damage to over that. You know, it was 500 each of them, and then we had, you know, the lightning bolt showing up. Yeah, that's plus, with crowd control, you can't... Yeah, and then you just run around and give away some free hits. That's what's hot on the streets. Just getting shot by these beams. But we just need to find this architecture here to block the beam, and then we won't have to worry about it.
quest begins.
Fishing in the sand.
Come on out.
Styxion. Alright, so we could buy a Daedalus... Oh, this would swap our Daedalus hammer. That's right, that's how these work. We'd swap either my attack damage or my special damage and then get 2 instead. I don't know if I want to do that. We could just buy this. 40% more damage on attack. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
He even replaced the face on the door.
Sticks, take me. Refreshing.
Not a moment late. I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus for the gods did not pan out. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters in all his terrifying stature, you at last understood your folly.
Yeah, Cronus is really a... Even the way he sits on his throne.
He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result.
Alright, bum bum bum, let's go. And it occurs to me that just like in the first game, having a shield against a boss is usually good. Not if you're me, you know, not gonna help against like Eris, right? And with the weakness effect, yeah, the tankiness that we get out of this build too, that's what I love about Aphrodite, because I'm bad, right? But if you just have weakness on people, you get to play the game a lot longer. And it's like, oh, what movie's he gonna do? I don't know. I'll just charge up my block. And then drop a bomb on him. Oh, not at the best time. I mean, it's alright. Oh, we got pulled into it. Not ideal. But this plasma from Ares, like, as the fight goes on, now we're at 20 stacks of it. I don't know if it decreases. I don't think it does. Not inside of the room, right? And then I wasted this again. I don't know if the next phase is going to be different, but... So they're working separately. That's what I was thinking, because, like, did somebody that's not Kronos do it? Because if Kronos is like, we don't need an agreement, well, who let him out? Who found him? Who chose this moment to bring him out? He didn't just do it, right? And if he's acknowledging that he doesn't control him, and they just happen to be fulfilling the same ends, was he bound and then he unbound him? Why then did he not attack Kronos? Typhon doesn't know what's going on, right? But we're going to be able to melt him here, right? Because, yeah, because our special damage is so huge. Yeah, it's 1,000 dropping in, right? Yeah, this is... What a build. Oh, right, we gotta get these things down. With the Aphrodite boon that makes one of your enemies charmed, the hourglasses, the last one will actually heal you, which I learned the other day. Oh, we lose a stock. It's all fine. Because really, you know, he doesn't have too much life left in him. Because we are doing just a ton of damage, right? Yeah. Yeah, all we need to do is charge specials, and he falls, yeah. Just a brutal, brutal build. But a level 5 epic special, yeah, gets it all the way done. Plus the stacking damage from the rocket's hammer works beautifully there, right? Like that really made a lot of the difference. It can't be her miss. No, I would not believe it for a moment.
No god can vanquish me.
No, people I wouldn't put it past. Let's make a short list. Zeus. Ares. Eris would do it, but she definitely didn't. Yeah. Also Hera. I don't think Hera did it, and in the context of the game, I think it's unlikely she did it. I would not put it past Zeus or Ares to ultimately be behind all of this stupidity. That's just because I know Greek stories. Zeus hasn't been, like, behaving overtly suspiciously, but look, I don't trust Zeus. You're not supposed to trust Zeus. No one's supposed to. Now, Demeter, see, that's the thing, is Demeter is too aggressively psychotic this whole time for me to think that it's her. And Demeter, for all of her excessive nature, didn't even mean to say it that way, but, you know, there's the little nature joke out of it. For all of her excessive nature, wouldn't have wished to destroy the world. Demeter very strongly wants things to always be the way that they were. To Demeter, a regression in this matter wouldn't be what she wanted. Demeter wants all of her kids around and for everyone to be nice to her and for all of her siblings that she doesn't like to shut up. Demeter's an old lady. Demeter doesn't want to burn it down. It's not Homer. It would be funny if it was Homer, but it's not Homer.
Hold on, brother.
And it's almost certainly not our mom.
To the abyss of the subconscious.
It's almost certainly not Persephone. It theoretically could be. That would be a shocking twist. That would be like a thing I would do. Thinks back to a poem that I actually did write. Yeah, I definitely did one where Persephone and her lover conspired to murder Hades, and they took over, and then it sort of like stopped time and the whole world decayed and died. I wrote that poem. I called it Persephone. Anyway, but I don't think they would do that for this game. Hades puts himself in chain. You know, that would be funny.
Beyond the grasp of time.
Come on, where is she? Where is she? Don't leave me hanging like this, sister. Come on. I want to get some proper sleep eventually.
Brother.
The other thing that, in sort of a critically aware thing, is so Demeter functionally is the villain of the first game, right? In a lot of ways. Like the ultimate figure in the story that is like, hey, who's the prime mover here that is the cause of all the secrecy, all of the blah 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 blah. It's Demeter, right? We unfold that, and it's, you know, Persephone kind of wanted to get away, and that's the take that happens in this universe, which is good because the actual story is very bleak. So in this, and Demeter importantly shows up after you fail to defeat the boss at the top. After you don't beat Hades in the first game, Demeter shows up for the first time. And here, after we don't beat Typhon for the first time, Ares shows up, which is interesting and may pan out for something. It definitely cues me up a little bit for it. Welcome, Egyptian. This is the House of Hades music from the first game.
We would need a weapon that's available in both our times, is close to our family, and not been used to slay Kronos before. That one should do.
Gigoros!
And it hurts.
Huh. I see how that may work. The only problem is I've no idea where to find this guy Garros. Kronos likely got a hold of it. But that's in my time. While in yours...
Yes, just steal your dad's favorite sword, spear. I'm like, no, we used that spear. We got to use the Spear of Hades in the game. I liked the Achilles spear. I didn't, and the Guan Yu spear bit. I didn't use the spear very much once I got the other weapons. Once I got like to the shield, sword, railgun, fist area, I was like, okay, all of these fill a thing that the spear and the sword didn't. Even though it broke my heart to not want to use a spear in like a Greece-themed game. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I used a spear for like so long.
Well, for one thing, it appears to be directly underneath this house. Odd place to bury one's predecessor, but Father can be quite particular with punishments. Anyway, when I descended deeper into Tartarus, I found a satyr infestation that led me to some sort of cave. I went no farther for now.
Good. And do not enter until everything's prepared. But let's go back a moment to our father's spear. Is there some way you could procure it?
Sure. Father's chambers may be strictly off limits, though no security specialist of any worth would be so easily deterred. I'll likely suffer an eternity of torment, but sounds like Kronos has that in store for me regardless. So, what shall I do with Gygaros, assuming I can get my hands on it?
Keep it someplace secure. Could you persuade our father to give it to you, without letting him know exactly why? If we tamper too much with time, Kronos shall find out. I suppose there's also the problem of how to transfer Gygaros across an astral psychic pathway.
Details, sister. I like this plan, and Father owes me anyway. So are you some sort of oracle gathering up ancient artifacts, speaking to me in dreams and such? Perhaps these count as nightmares, what with a terrible future to look forward to.
We'll change that future. And I'm no oracle, I'm what you call a witch. We're getting closer to our goal, brother.
So this is the 5th time we've popped Kronos.
And I have more to do myself. I'll see you again soon. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Be safe out there.
Zagreus, be careful.
We need to take Hecuba, the dog, down and do it, and then we will... Because there was a prophecy... The reward was good, I forget what it was.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, 2 of the dust, yeah. Because you just gotta go down and defeat the end boss. So I guess, yeah, we've only doubled up on probably the cat twice, but... Yes. And there, we got the Artemis boons and the Hera boons. You know, we're working towards them, and that'll give us, you know, darkness, which we can use to buy, you know, goods and services.
Took you long enough.
Oh yeah, and they're all clapping for us because we won. And this guy tells us what we've done. Oh, okay, yeah. It's like, hey, you always use the luck of your tooth. Huh. That's oddly varied, right? 1 staff, 1 jetpack, 1 thing, and 2 staves. Yeah, you know, when you consider how much I think I've used stuff, you know, that the clears are all on basically a different weapon is interesting enough. Alright, cool.
Hey, if you showed up just a bit sooner, you could have heard Nemesis complaining up a storm again.
Even Kronos doesn't stop time, right? He only slows it down. I think he can sort of stop it. We're like resistant to his effects on time, which he's remarked about. Like, I think he has other members of our family. Like, I think like Zagreus and Persephone are like, and like Nyx and a bunch of the other like things that Kronos has in prison. I think he has them in like a time cage. He's got Hades in chains, I think, just to taunt him, because Kronos used to be in prison down there, and I think that's just like a sort of, you know, this is personal type of thing. Whereas everybody else, it was more like business to Kronos. But I think he personally resented his jailer and preferred this symmetry of keeping him conscious. Because like what's going on, I'm pretty sure is like the Persephone and Zagreus and stuff are just like in a time cage, and they don't even perceive that they're imprisoned, but Hades absolutely does.
That's not mock retribution incarnate, if you know what's good for you. She and Headmistress have been at each other's throats.
You know I could, like, possess her for you, right? Just kind of swoop in there, rattle around in her head a little bit, and do some bad stuff. Embarrassing stuff? Just for a little while, I mean, if I got caught in there.
In this canon, Persephone is not Zeus's daughter. In myth, yes, Persephone is the daughter of Zeus and Demeter. In this game, okay, so yeah, you're touching on why they changed the story for a modern audience. In the classical story, Persephone is the child of Zeus and Demeter. She is picking flowers in a field. She is a young woman. Hades comes upon her, kidnaps her to the underworld. That is the precursor to everything. It's a bigger thing, but yeah, this is the story as detailed in Ovid's Metamorphoses, but like this is the general story beat that you get at all. That's what's going on. In the game, Persephone is Demeter's child with like a mortal or something. And Zeus said it was his kid, but like it wasn't really or whatever, according to Demeter. And then she wanted to go off with Hades. But yeah, there are paintings of the kidnapping and stuff. It's got its own Wikipedia page.
Dora, don't.
But yeah, but Hades and Zeus are brothers. Hades, Zeus, and Poseidon are the brothers, the sons of Kronos. The other Greek gods in the pantheon are the children of those three gods. Or are born from Kronos in some other manner. So like Demeter, daughter of Kronos. Hestia, daughter of Kronos. Aphrodite, daughter of Kronos, but after they killed Kronos and threw him into the ocean. Artemis and Apollo are daughters of like Zeus and a nymph. Hephaestus is Zeus and Hera's kid. She didn't like him because he was ugly and she threw him off of a mountain. Real good mom moment for her. She doesn't like you bringing it up, but it happened. But generally, yeah, they're all related very closely through a first order thing. They're either Kronos' kid or they're the child of Kronos' kid, and those are the Olympians. And all of the other figures that have sort of like godlike status, where we could call chthonic deities and stuff, the aspects of night and all of that, these are like older, like titanic forces. So Nyx is a titan, Hecate is a titan. They're not of the Olympians, who are all descended from one specific titan. But great parents, oh yes, that's the thing. They aren't. The Olympians famously are not very good at the family business. Alright, so we can buy a nightmare here, but we buy instead a bunch of moon dust. Because upgrading a weapon will come with time, but upgrading these arcana will allow us to do anything that we want.
Ought to admit it when I'm wrong. Never thought you'd get to
well, Prometheus is a titan, so he is
beat him down
older
so
than like Zeus and stuff.
Sorry.
Pretty sure. But he is not of that lineage. But so to backtrack a bit, Kronos, yeah, they did kill Kronos, but the thing is that Kronos devoured his children. That's also got its own Wikipedia page, Kronos devoured his children. It's a great painting, a very frequent subject for art. But
Nemesis, I want you to know it was astonishing to hear those words coming from you just now.
so they like conspiracied away, and he was gonna like eat Zeus, who is the youngest, right? and then the mother, Rhea, convinces Kronos to, like, swallow a stone instead, and then, like, they all band together. This is, like, the classical story. This isn't, like, the one in game. So Kronos had, like, literally, like, they were inside of his massive body, you know, like, Hades and Demeter, they're all, like, imprisoned there within time, right? So that's the other thing of, like, Kronos stopping time. So they're all there waiting to be born from the great war that splits time asunder, and then from the ashes of that war create the modern Greek Olympian godhood. But that's just the relationship of the Olympians and all these other forces. So, like, Poseidon claims dominions over the oceans, but the oceans were already there. The rivers and then the mountains and the trees already had their own spirits and nymphs, the naiads, the dryads, and so on. These are already in the world. But the Olympians come to claim dominion and carve up the aspects of reality between themselves.
Pitfalls in the way. Might be I could have taken Kronos too, but now I'm not so sure.
Now don't lose heart. There's much left to be done, and we need all your strength and vigilance. We're the unseen. Together we prevail, or we fail.
Exactly, Thomas, exactly. And so, from a sort of one level of abstraction away from what this meant for Greek society, is they are acknowledging that they might go to a place that already has a tradition and by right of Olympus, for lack of a better thing, by the right of the gods, you'll hear that a lot in history, be able to do it because they have the framework already here, you know. Our gods, through battle, have cast down the previous order. Our gods, through right of conquest, are the legitimate heirs to the natural world. And we, as the agents of these gods, are the rightful stewards of that inheritance. This is a very common thread, but you get it very clearly, I think, in the way that the cosmology of the world is explained in Greek myth. It is always as a logical explanation for the way that power derives from the natural world to the people that exercise it. Which is why it was so easy for the Romans to subsume, tack some new names on, and use basically all of the same stories. Because these stories are very functional in terms of creating a web of justification for social and cultural means of action, the will to power, the relationship of command to the commanded, of the propertied and moneyed classes, which, of course, in Greece and Rome were slave societies, and within them systems of unfree labor beyond just involuntary servitude at the point of a sword, but beyond that too, and that these systems serve to provide a justification for it. Exactly. It means to control. So Marcus Aurelius, whose book I keep nearby always, will often talk about how people should do, should do what life has given them, for lack of a better way to sum it up, And while that is good in a sort of Buddhist Stoic sort of way, it also is a very self-serving philosophy if you are the one in power. If you are the one benefiting from a system of imperialism, then it's very easy to say, we should all just accept our lots. Some people get it all and some people don't, and we should just try to be happy with what we have. That's a good philosophy if it's not self-serving.
By blood and darkness, let my will be done.
But one of the only reasons why I don't mind that at all in Marcus's book is Marcus wasn't writing that for us. He never gave this book to somebody else. We just sort of found it in a very fascinating historical episode. But he wasn't writing for an audience, which makes these sorts of otherwise very eyebrow-raising sentiments a little more palatable.
So...
But yeah, I mean, certainly it should not be forgotten that Greek society used these stories to prop itself up. And as a person who, since childhood, has loved Greek literature and history and such, like,
I shall return.
If you like Greek history and literature without recognizing the undercurrent of cruelty and brutality that's there, I don't know what to do with you. To me, they are always a part of it. Like, I would question if someone had even read the books.
We really showed him.
No one comes across nicely in Greek lit, which is why I love it. Even the greatest of heroes gets plenty of stuff that they do that's absolutely bonkers awful. And I always found that comforting. I hate a story of a hero that makes them look good the whole time. Because what's being left out? If you talk about a hero and you spend 30% of the time talking about what a jerk they are, I'm like, okay, maybe this is a real story, you know? Maybe this is actually what happened. To quote from one of the best Mountain Goat songs, yeah, we're gonna do that now, Dianera Crush, you know? They tell me that Hercules died screaming, consumed by an article of his own clothing. That's something I'd rather not be reminded of, the lyric goes. But, his wife gave him that, you know? It was all a bunch of bitterness, but by the time that Hercules' wife gives him a cursed article of clothing, and he dies screaming, consumed by it, we understand that Hercules was a real bad dude basically the whole time, and he was kind of getting his. And that's what Greek stories are about. They have to demonstrate why the bad thing they're definitely going to do at the end is proper, is just. And the best way to do that is to say, look at all the bad things this guy is doing. Then, whenever we get to this horrifying conclusion that'll teach you a moral lesson, you'll be like, man, that guy really had it coming.
Your old adversary Polyphemus wanted me to give you a message on his behalf. Though, come to think, I'm uncertain what he wanted me to say. Perhaps just kick you savagely.
Huh.
Sounds like the Cyclops that I used to know, all right. My crew and I, we were his captives for a while, and his food supply. I found a way to get us out of there, but it was ugly.
He calls you Nobody. How did he come to know you by that name?
Nobody took his eye, goddess. I gave to him a name that wouldn't make a lick of sense when he called over to his mates for help. We had to try.
He has mates?
Perhaps not anymore.
Alright, so we're still a little bit out for a grasp, but we do have 22 insight. We could level up this thing, I guess. No, we'll get this.
I see it now.
Another roll.
Yeah. The Arcana.
Because we don't need to level up a skill that we don't use. But I do want to level this one up. We need 20 fabric for it and 20 dust. Because then we can just randomly get chunks of the board. And we'll just put, like, you know, Death Defiance and Magic Region. And, you know, probably rare boons. And then you can get some other stuff on and see about all that. And then we can get an even cheaper to cast text. I really like this jetpack. Like, do I want to keep on using it, though? Here we go. Aspect of Circe.
Grant me the aspect of Circe.
A witch most powerful.
Well, we have to use this, then.
Our victorious princess of the underworld.
Whenever used cast, so does the animal familiar. Guess we'll figure out what that means. Oh, so we both do have the cast, and then this leash is the damage? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that, you know, two casts seems like that could be really good, huh? Alright. I don't want to play this all day. I want to play it later on today. I need to eat. I need to get some stuff done. Yeah, but this is gonna be cool. We're not gonna do it right now. Sorry for the ruined expectation, but I need to take a break. I want to play some other stuff here in a bit. I need to eat though. I need to eat. Eat what? I don't know. Maybe some Hot Pockets. Maybe some microwavable burritos or chimichangas. I don't know the difference, but it's written on the package. I think it's the consistency of the shell. Don't tell me, I don't want to know. I believe that it's a tortilla with meat and cheese and beans in the middle. Maybe not cheese. Maybe not beans. No, definitely beans. Maybe not meat. Maybe just beans. Anyway, it's not important. It is important. I'm going to eat it, but not right now. Right now, I will say to you goodbye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You don't have Hot Pockets here? How is it? Oh, well, they're not good, are they? But they can be very satisfying because you can cook them in a couple of minutes and then you eat them and then you don't have to think about eating anymore. They're sort of like an artificial pizza. I guess like an artificial stromboli would be the closest to it because it's all sealed up. But they're famous for... like, they stay very cold when you microwave them, and then when you get out, you want to eat them too quickly, and then you burn your mouth, but I'm going to try to be patient. It's the most difficult of all tasks to safely eat a Hot Pocket. I think people have climbed a mountain and come back down and still not been patient enough to eat a Hot Pocket without burning their mouths. You know, there's no way for a person to safely eat one, and yet... they're in some way good enough to eat? I don't know. I saw them at the store whenever I was buying ice cream, and I was like, well, why shouldn't I get some? I don't eat them all the time. But anyway, that's enough about Hot Pockets. I'm gonna go eat one, maybe two. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Bye, Thomas. Thanks for hanging out. Deathcly, and nice to see you as well. But yeah, so that's all for this. I'm glad I got a chance to talk about, you know, Greek society and, you know, the underpinnings, as I perceive them, of Greek literature and everything. So, which is, after all, what I like to do. I like to talk about books. And this game gives me a wonderful opportunity to do it. But I'm going to go get some food, and then I'll be back around. We might play some Total War. We might go to China and commit some fraud. We might fool people into thinking we're gonna help them and then not help them. Be like, hello, would you like to give me all of China in exchange for this wooden boar? It'll be great. They won't feel a thing, and we'll run everything. Or not. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe some Silk Song. Exactly. We'll be like, hey, if you're standing inside of here and your walls are made of wood, what should I do? But we probably won't play the amazing Tiger, Fire, Elephant faction, even though it's the most fun anybody can have, just because we played them last time. But I'll brainstorm it. We'll figure it out. But anyway, see you guys later, and maybe I'll see you in another streamer video. If you're watching in the future, I hope the weather's nice, and good job making it through this extended outro. The game is Hades 2. We're probably going to put about 40 hours into it in the first week that it's out. I wish it was 80. I wish I'd had even more time to play it. But, see you guys.